either we're like actively dating or baby, you're a friend.
Damn, sis. Wait, what? That happened to you too? Girl, no, he didn't. Women at their finest in their darkest hours. Welcome to the Damn Sis podcast, hosted by Christina and Christine, two lifetime friends. It's the Damn Sis podcast.
Guys,
Hey.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that.
That song, like, automatically is just
Let's
in
start
my
playing in your
Yeah.
head. Very true. We're gonna start it off, or do you have anything you want to recap for yourself? Well, we can do that in and out. Damn, sis, you did that. What's happening?
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my highlight of the week, and that's damn, sir, because I'm highlighting my little brother.
Hey.
So my little brother graduated with like an animation type of degree, and he has a page on Instagram. He just puts his content up there. I'm very proud of him because he has been super consistent with it. His page is Grandison Sean 4, so GrandisonShawn and the number 4. So y'all go show him some love. He posts it at least once a week, and it's pretty cool. Honestly, it's pretty dope. So I just want to highlight him.
Does he sell his animations, or?
I don't know if he sells them, I don't think he does. I think he just does it for fun, and he just posts it up there. But yeah, I'm proud of my brother. I think I told you guys before, like, my little brother is autistic, so art is kind of like his love. And yeah,
Somebody that's creative.
Super creative. So I'm just really proud of him.
I always wish I could draw.
I can't do it.
I can't do it or shit. I can barely draw a goddamn circle.
Yeah, like when they be like, draw yourself. I was a stick person.
I was a stick person with the arms, and that's about it. That's as far as you got.
A person with a long ass neck. That was me. That's how I can't draw.
You know how they be looking like, please, you draw the eyes, and then like they're supposed to be like,
yeah.
Like I guess like like almost a football. Yeah. No,
I used to do half suns. I saw it do like.
Oh yeah, so you draw it in the circle. I mean, up in the corner, and you just draw the lines. Oh yeah, that's how you know.
Oh god, my girl used to have bangs. I used to be looking toe up, okay, but he can really do it, like painting, sketching, coloring, animation.
I always feel like I have a very creative soul, but I could just never create it.
I don't think I'm a creative person at all. Especially not with something like art. Hell nah.
I feel like I see the vision. I just can't never like put it together.
Once it goes,
it's gonna turn out like a 5-year-old did.
Oh, if I'm sketching or something, you're not gonna be able to like make out what it is. But like once I put it like how I did my room, only I could see the vision for that. And thank gosh, it came out right. Because when my mom was like, "You want to paint the room green?" I was like, "The whole room?" She was like, "Yeah, Christine. Nah, this shit gonna be ugly as hell."
Nah, is it like 100 green?
It's like I don't know. I think it's more.
Is it like the green in your shirt? That's more like 100 green, I guess.
No, it's a very light green,
like a mint green.
Mint, yeah, like olive mint kind of thing. It's nice. It's soft. It's really soft. I call it baby green. Anytime like the color is mixed with white, you know how you have like baby pink, baby blue?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that creamy look.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So anyway, you did that, sir.
Yes, you did.
I'm really proud of you.
It takes a lot to be creative.
It does.
Some 9 guys.
All right, so what's happening?
What's happening, sis? All right, so I was watching this, I was reading this thing, and it was like, men that publicly apologize for cheating are an embarrassment. And after I thought about this, I completely agree. I think the occasion is needed sometimes, but when you remind the world that you cheated on your woman, that just adds further embarrassment to whatever she's already going through. It's the fact that I had to go through this publicly, and now you thought the bright idea would be to make me feel better is to get up on some type of social media app and be looking like, yeah, I slept with old baby girl. I'm sorry.
I don't know how I feel about it because I get very annoyed when somebody that cheated comes out and apologizes to the world that they cheated, and they are saying sorry to their whoever, their spouse, but they're apologizing to us, right? But then I'm thinking about it, like, if you are big in the industry and things like that, people are looking for this apology.
Yeah, but I didn't publicly cheat on you. I cheated on
I get
myself.
it. I completely
Should
get
I be apologizing to them?
Definitely. I feel like the publicist is also like, you need to do an apology. Like,
I also feel like sometimes maybe the apology is just like,
we know it's not genuine.
Oh, it's not a genuine apology. It's
no,
just
it's
like,
definitely forced. But it's like,
I'm sorry, I fucked up. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I got caught being fucked up.
That's
like,
really what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think that I don't know. Sometimes I really do feel like stars have this obligation to kind of let us know what's going on. Now it's so hands-on. It's so
everyone, this is the Damn Sis podcast, and we want to thank Anchor for sponsoring this week's episode. Anchor is how we record, edit, and distribute our podcasts. Because of Anchor, you can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, Google, and wherever else you can stream and listen to podcasts. If you ever thought about creating, you should consider Anchor. You can download the free Anchor app today. Also, you can make money using Anchor. Again, we want to thank Anchor, and don't forget to listen to the Damn Sis podcast.
Yeah, like I was saying, like, I feel like, okay, so at first I used to say stuff like I didn't care. Like, I don't understand why they're apologizing. And then I can remember, and I'm getting off topic, but this is when I felt entitled to know what was going on in somebody's life.
Okay.
And I had to be reminded that you don't know this man, okay? So when Drake didn't tell us that he had a son, I was highly irritated.
See, I wasn't. I understand why you would hide something like that. I was more pissed that Pusha T said something like, that ain't your business. That's the best comeback you had was, oh, y'all don't know this man got a child. Sir, do better with your rapping.
You know why I felt entitled to know this? Is because I thought me and Drake connected on our experiences with our dad. And I just thought that he wouldn't be like that. And not to say that I know what he's like. Maybe he's been in this child life from the very beginning. But he has said some very questionable things about the mother after we found out.
I mean, but do you know what his mother, I mean, who is
he knew what she was.
Yeah, but he also thought, I'm going to get this quick nut and be done.
And well, that's the problem.
All it takes is one.
You don't just be nutting in things that you thought was trash, buddy.
Men do it all the time.
And then you have a product that come out of that.
Men do it all the time.
Anyway.
And then be looking like, yeah, that I ended up, she my baby mama, but she not really my normal type. Sir, she was your type when you slept with her.
I don't like, that's corny to me. Real corny to me. And I just felt like I'm not even gonna lie, I felt like he owed us some sort of explanation on that. I was almost devastated that he was like, didn't tell us. But when it comes down to apologies, I feel like it should be private, because I think it's super corny that they do it publicly, but then I understand why they do it publicly. I do. And some people don't deserve, like, I don't care to hear from every freaking body. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you a B-list celebrity, you don't give a fuck that you cheated on your wife.
Yeah, but they're trying to do that so that they can get a little bit more clout off of the situation.
Maybe you're right. I guess all publicity is publicity, so I guess.
Sometimes it ain't. I don't know. I completely understand why Drake didn't say anything about his child. To be completely honest, I don't think I would have said anything about my child.
Really?
That ain't your business.
I respected it from J. Cole. I respected it from Kendrick. These are secretive niggas. You know, Drake tell us every fucking thing. We know how he grew up as a child. We know what pool he done jumped in. We knew what store he done robbed. Like, we knew everything. So you have something so monumental happen in your life, like contributing to somebody's life, their existence.
Okay, do you think
you didn't tell
he
us?
Didn't tell because of the child or who the child's mother is?
I don't know. You gotta ask Drake why he decided not to tell us.
If I can, I'll ask some other things besides that too.
It just hurt because it was almost like for me, it was more of like I don't know, but it just came off like he was hiding the kid. And not hiding Adonis to hide him for his own like safety, but like hiding, like not claiming dude.
No, I don't think it
felt.
was like that.
That's how I felt.
I think it was more like hiding for his own safety purposes.
See, and then like today I was scrolling on Instagram and apparently he won some sort of award, and Adonis,
the Billboard award.
Yeah, he accepted it for him. And in the comments they like, oh, so now he want to show it. Oh, so now you want to claim him? Oh, so now that's your son? Yeah. See, that's the vibe out. But I'm not gonna harp on it. I just felt like he should have told us.
Okay. I have a question. This is off topic for this as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I had someone previously. Okay, so clearly Drake is mixed himself,
mm-hmm.
and his son would then be. I guess would you consider his son to be mixed?
I guess.
Okay, so I had someone that was like, I don't really agree with what this person said at all, but they were like, because he is mixed, they're not technically fully black.
They're mixed.
Okay. So they were saying that they're mixed,
mm-hmm.
and that they don't get to claim that they're black. But I was like, what if they identify as more of their black side? Like, I know several people that are I guess you would say technically mixed, but they consider themselves to be black men and women.
Yeah, it's such a gray area to me because I don't know. You know, like I don't know any biracial people that. Like, what do you put? Do you put African American?
They would put African American because they consider themselves to be black.
Or do you put other and put mixed?
No, they would. If they're filling out a document, they would put black. Because
so would it be weird? So let's say this person is mixed with black and white. Would people raise eyebrows if they checked white?
I feel like people would raise eyebrows if they checked white, especially if you're not of a white passing individual as a mixed person.
I mean, but if you like 50-50.
Okay, yes. If you're 50-50 and I mean, that's where I feel like it's a gray area. I feel like it goes by, what do you consider yourself to be? Yeah. If you would consider yourself to be a black man, then you're a black man.
Because I'm sure there's documents that I've put other and put alien just to be an asshole. I mean, it's whatever you fucking want to be. If you want to put other and put mixed, if you want to check black, if you want to check white, if you want to check both. There is a fine line. Now, what's that girl's name that was white but would consider herself to be black, and they did that documentary about? Baby, that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about you actively have this. No, she had 2 white parents though.
Yes.
Yeah. No. What was her name? I see her face. She had braids.
Yes, the micro braids. I mean,
and she was like in
just because she thought she had
CP, right?
Yes, and because she thought she had some biracial children that she was like, oh no, I'm black too.
My thing was like, we definitely was raising our eyebrow like, sis, you was going really hard, but you know what, shit. How many times can we say white women went that hard for us?
No, baby, you want to be us. We're not going hard for us. Okay. You want to be us.
I didn't take.
That's a difference.
I personally didn't take offense
to her.
I didn't take.
No, I did.
I didn't take offense to her. But my thing, but then again, I don't feel, and I might get a little kickback on this. I feel like definitely there's certain things that we as Black people have created that are now very popular and mainstream, and we didn't get the credit for it.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. But I don't think a hairstyle belongs to one person. So if sis want to wear dreadlocks, if sis want to wear micros, that's you in your head. I don't give a shit. I don't feel, and some people might say that it's appropriation, and it's like cultural appropriation. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't feel like the way that the lady portrayed herself to be Black, I'm just saying, you ain't got a lot of white people trying to actively be Black. Like it wasn't like she did it in a negative way.
She did. She was appropriating culture.
But it wasn't in a way like it wasn't in a negative tone to me. It was almost like she was super proud of it. So how many white people that you know that want to be Black and
there's plenty of white people that want to be Black. No, but what
I'm saying is going to the extent of being on such a board and advocating in such a way. No, I mean,
no,
it was weird. She considered
herself to be a Black woman.
Okay, that's her business. No. I don't understand. Like, that's my thing. I don't care about nobody else that fucking much. It's weird and it's different from what we know because they, like I said, Not to me. Yes, you'll probably have that.
That's like a black man trying to consider himself to be a white man.
That's him and his fucking business. That's how I look at that. Why is it my business to be like, oh, you can't do that. You're black, nigga. If you think you white, you go ahead and be. You could be Tiger Woods, nigga. Do that.
Not Tiger Woods.
Okay, we could all look at you weird, but if that's what you believe in, then that's what you believe in. If I told you I believe I could fly, let my stupid ass try and fly. Okay, I don't know what else to tell you. People care too fucking much. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know. I didn't. It was weird to me, but I wasn't like, oh, sis is, you know.
No, I was looking like, sis, you stupid as fuck. But okay, girl.
But that's her business. She want to be black. Okay, bitch, be black. Whatever. I don't care. Person don't care. But yeah, go ahead. You was making a bigger point.
I forgot what my point was.
You were saying like somebody had reached out and they were talking about
Oh, okay. So they were considering like if you're mixed, you can't be technically black because you're technically mixed. And she felt like that's not right, that they want to consider themselves to be black.
So what does she want? So like if
she wants them to, I guess, to consider themselves to be mixed.
So she wants them to check the box other.
She felt like a black woman and a black man can only make black children. So therefore,
okay,
if you have anything else besides two black parents, then you cannot consider yourself to be black. I just don't personally believe that.
Why does she care that? Like, honestly, that's really how I be thinking. It's like, I haven't given anything, and maybe I'm just not passionate about anything. I haven't given anything that much thought that does not affect me directly. Like, is she mixed?
No.
Okay. You got two black parents? Okay, great. Then you're black. If that's the way you think about things, then it's fine.
My thing was, since that's your belief, do whatever you want to do with it. But let me tell you something. If Christina was to marry outside of her race and have some children, and my children felt like they identified more of their black side and want to be considered black, baby, your mama was black. That's not about me. I don't really give a damn. Like,
I mean, but they're both. So it's not. It's like they're both.
Yes, they are technically both. But she was speaking in the aspect of like, even if you are mixed, some people still consider themselves just to be black.
Okay, fine. Because this really started with that whole Jordan thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it started with, there was a picture of Jordan Woods and her mom and her sister up for Mother's Day. And she said, why is this picture up? They're not technically black women. And I was like, but their father is black and they consider themselves to be black women. So how are you going to sit here and tell them that they're not black women? And she was like, well, their mother is not black. And I was like, but once again, they consider themselves to be black women and their father is black.
I don't know what to say. She wanted them to say.
And she wanted me to say, oh,
mixed.
No, they're mixed because of what their mother is. And I was like.
And I would be like, mixed
but they
with
don't,
what? Something in black. So
they don't go around considering themselves to be mixed or to be.
I actually want to do a little more digging on that. Like, I really want to know if mixed. I'm going to ask my cousins because they're technically, I'm going to ask my aunt that is technically mixed.
What does she consider herself to be? Whether she considers
I never had the conversation
to be mixed or just a black woman.
I never had the conversation. She kind of looked like Envy from last week, you know.
Okay, but I personally, I know people that are, I guess you could say, more even on the lighter complexion, or you can, I guess, visibly tell that they're probably mixed with something. Yeah. But even then, I don't like to say that because you don't know who my parents are.
Right. I mean, I want to ask
and they consider themselves to be black.
I'm curious what you check. And I hate that we have to be confined to a box of what do you check? You know what I'm saying? I know some people, this is off topic, but they don't check African American, or they'll be like Caribbean something. And I'd be like, let's see, that's a lot. But there's people that do that. Like they go all the way down to the T. So teach his own. That's really how I feel about it.
I do.
Yeah.
It's funny because when it comes to like people, then they have to, like, the public has to fill out information for documentation for my job or whatever. They only give you, I think, 5 options to choose from race or whatever. So it's white, Caucasian, Black, Asian, or Pacific Islander, and maybe that's it. Maybe it's only 4. No, there's no other.
So that's it?
Yes, so it's only 4.
Mm.
So with the Asian and Pacific Islander, I always have to call and ask, which one would you prefer? Because it's technically 2 options in one.
Well,
they put people that are Hispanic under white.
¿Cómo estás?
Yes. Yes, they do. They put, not to give like a generic Hispanic last name, but like your last name Lopez.
That was the right response. I was trying to say what, y'all. I think I said hello. Yeah, what my name is.
But yes, if your last name is like and you can clearly physically tell, like, okay, this person might be of some type of Hispanic descent, they put you as Caucasian.
We are so obsessed with confining things,
and I'm like, y'all know this man is not Caucasian.
It's like the makeup of a person is way more complex than checking a box.
Yes, it is.
It is so I don't understand the obsession.
And I was like,
with having to be one particular thing. This shit is so stupid.
So many other options, and y'all literally they. But I think that's for literally maybe 95% of like all documentation you look at. You're gonna have those 4 things, and then other down at the bottom.
You ever wonder why is that even a question at this point?
Especially for certain things, like why does it matter when I'm applying for certain things?
Yeah, I just don't understand why is that a question. Now that I really think about it. Like, do you really need to know if I'm a male or a female? Do you really need to know my race? Like, my name is this and these are my credentials.
Yeah.
Go with it. You know what I'm saying? And then...
like, when you're filling out, a job application, why is that necessary?
That's what I'm thinking about. And think about today's world. I feel like it's really outdated. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that don't identify as male or female.
No. So, like, what are the options for those people?
Exactly. Like... I don't know.
What are their options for if their pronouns are they, them, and you don't have, like...
Right. So it's very outdated. And like I said, I don't get the obsession of us having to fit in one or another box. It's insane to me.
It's a lot. Okay. We got all off topic. We all need...
And emails?
We don't have any emails, but if you would like to email us, you can email us at damsispodcast@gmail.com. Or like I said, if you have any questions for us to play or to answer, we're really trying to do a truth and a truth or drink game with
Christina is trying. Christina want me to get drunk so bad, y'all.
I really do. We're trying to do 2 versions. So one with us together and then one with our sisters.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions for this truth or drink, please email it to us, put it in a DM. Even if you want it to be like anonymous, dude, whatever it is. I really want questions for this because I like tried to look up like truth or drink games on Amazon and stuff like that. And their questions were like awful. Yeah. And my sister was like, bitch, you already know everything, so you can't make the questions up yourself. And I was like, that's very true.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
So please, if you have any questions for us for this truth or drink, please give it to us because we are going to take shots and we're going to record it.
And I'm going to be stuck here.
That's fine. But yes, email us at damsispodcast@gmail.com or like you said, send it to us in a DM or something. Okay, moving on. We have Damn Sis.
Oh, the topic of the day.
The topic of the day.
Damn Sis. The topic of the day. It's blurred, right? Because it's like...
Okay, so we got suggested a topic. So this is a listener suggestion.
Yes.
And it was, please list your top 5 to 7 undisputed rules when it comes to dating.
Yep.
Now, I have it where I have dating exclusively, or dating as in like I'm dating and we're both seeing other people type of thing. But technically my rules kind of blur because they kind of go together for both for me.
Okay, so before we even get into the rules and regs, we have to define the phases of dating, because this is not a universal thing. And I've learned this by dating, okay? So my simple phases are: you talk to the person. If you like them enough, they like you enough, you then date the person. If y'all hit it off there, you officially are in a relationship with the person. I got 3 freaking steps. What are yours?
Mine would be the same. So I guess like, introduction, talking type of thing. Mm-hmm. And then I would say, yes, like we move on to talking, the dating stage, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
People call it the talking stage, and I'm just like, isn't that the whole purpose of dating? Is to be in a talking stage? Like we're talking as we're dating. So I don't like the whole, we're in a talking stage. No.
Like we talk. I say it all the time. Oh yeah, I talk.
Either we're like actively dating or maybe you're a friend. That's it.
So you're trying to tell me like anything that you did not date? Okay, anything you ain't really talked to, y'all just friends.
Yeah, if you're not actively trying to be like, I want to pursue this, whether we're dating multiple people at the same time or I want to date you exclusively, but either way, I'm letting you know I have interest in taking a step within the dating. Baby, you're a friend.
Period. I've had people say talking, dating, and then there's subcategories with dating. So it would be dating exclusively and then dating in general, meaning that they're dating multiple people. And then it would be relationship. So it just varies. I just want to clarify. And if you guys know any other phase, please let us know.
The other person said about what they consider.
So I had a friend. He said his phases were like there's an introductory phase, a building phase, and I'm thinking he's talking about talking, honestly. Like I really think he's talking about building as far as like building a connection. Honestly, I think that's what
I'm gonna
it
give
is.
him a pass for that.
Then like dating and then a relationship, because it wouldn't make sense that he's talking about building before being in a relationship the way that we're thinking about building. And the way that we're thinking about building is like a unit, like 2 people coming together and building a life together or expanding on ideas together, things like that, right?
Yeah.
So you think, yeah. So I really feel like he's talking about building connections, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna give a pass for that.
Okay.
I thought Amel said, it's like, sir, what we building on if we not...
if we ain't even in a relationship.
If we ain't in a relationship, like what we building,
No,
sir?
I'm going to give him building on connection. I think that's really what that was.
Okay, so one of my first undisputed rules of dating was whether dating exclusively or just dating to be dating was being a gentleman. Baby, that's just something I can't get past. You need to have some manners, some home training. I need to know your mama taught you something.
Okay.
Whether it was your mama, your auntie, your grandma, I don't really care.
So even what does a gentleman look like? Or what are his traits and characteristics in your eyes? Okay,
some people don't agree. Like, but opening the car door, opening the door for us to go into a restaurant. Even if you want to go as far as pulling out my seat when we get to a table. Okay. Like, just manners. Like, I need to know that you, if I'm considering dating you and then I'm considering where to be like, okay, this could be building into something. I can teach my own child manners, but I also need to know, like, if we're having a son or whatever it may be, then to know that their father can teach them how to be a gentleman themselves because they were a gentleman themselves.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And like I said, that's not an expectation for me. However, not that they're not like them being a gentleman, of course, but like the opening the doors and stuff like that. But I will say when it happens, it is nice. It is nice.
That's just, I feel like, especially
it's courting, you know?
It's courting.
Yeah.
And you can call me old-fashioned. That's fine by me. I would probably consider most of my dating theories to be, I guess, in an old-fashioned sense. And maybe it's just because that's how I was told that my dad courted my mom, and how, my dad opens the door for me, my sister, and my, like, he still, it's just certain things that should just be within you. Like,
yeah.
I just feel like that's what as a gentleman, as a man, that's what you should want to do, is to make sure that the person that you are dating has the best treatment.
Okay. I listen, I'm not against it. I am not against it. One of my things is you have to be ambitious towards something. Okay?
Completely agree.
Like, you have to be into something and wanting to do more and wanting to better yourself. Like, if you just in this I don't know phase.
Now, Christina has done an I don't know phase.
I don't know.
And she'll never want to do it again. So I completely agree.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like everybody kind of like stumps their foot and be like, I really don't know what I want to do. But how long you ain't gonna know? What you doing to figure it out?
Please.
Like, I respect somebody that is a thorough thinker, but how thorough are you trying to be if you ain't did shit in 3-4 years? You still trying to figure out.
You're not thoroughly thinking. You just ain't doing shit.
Period. So yeah. So ambition is like.
You know what gets
necessary.
me? It's someone that tries to feel like to hide like I'm really ambitious, but they really ain't doing shit. And it's just like, oh no, I got like a million ideas. I'm really trying to like be out here and hustle and and they really ain't doing shit.
Yeah, like once you get to really know them, you like, where's the proof in the pudding, baby? What you been doing all this time other than twiddling your damn thumb?
And telling me that you hustling, okay? Because you ain't hustling.
You spend more time talking about it than you do actually being about it. Yeah, I gotta have that ambition. It has to be there because I'm ambitious. Like, once I start going, I go. You know what I'm saying? I will stay up all day, all night for what I want. So I just want somebody that kind of has that same energy. Not necessarily like a workaholic and killing yourself, but just being motivated to do more.
Okay. Okay, well, I completely agree. And that can kind of go into my second one. It's funny because I asked other people, like, what are their top undisputed rules, just to see if I was, like, on the same like level. And I asked my aunt. Now, my aunt is older. She's an older woman. She is...
Talk your talk, auntie.
And auntie said, baby girl, she don't want no broke man. And I said, baby girl, I completely agree. I don't want no broke man either. It's one thing if you are like we were talking about being ambitious, you are working towards something, baby girl knows that. Christina I know I can pay my bills, okay? Everything's going to be taken care of on her end. She needs you to be able to do the same. We need to be able to build to higher levels, not just trying to get you to be built to the same level that I am too. That I just can't. Like, it's one thing you like, okay, we paid our bill, but you can't take me to dinner.
Christina, you
can't take me to dinner.
What you mean? You can't take me. Y'all got groceries in the fridge though.
That's a goddamn.
Christina's still trying to go out to eat.
Most definitely. If Christina can afford to if I can afford to take myself out to eat, what you mean?
So why you won't treat him? That's your man now, right? If you got money, yeah, talk your talk, Christina.
I'm sorry, y'all. My hands started tingling off of that shit.
She didn't know what was about to come out. She looked at me like, what the fuck you mean?
My fingers went dumb.
What you just said is, if you had the money to take yourself out, then basically you say he should have the money to take you out.
Most definitely.
So what if he doesn't, but you do? You still ain't taking y'all out?
Christina got the money to take herself out, right?
Boo, bye. I fucking hate you so much. So what you gonna do? Leave that man in the house to cook for himself? Cause y'all got groceries. Your ass don't want to cook. You want to go out and just spoil that. And then she got the nerve to pick up and go with her money. Didn't even ask this man if he want a plate. She didn't ask him what he want off the menu. Nothing. Well, that's one of her rules. You better be paid, baby. You better be paid. Fucking with Christina, okay? Because she gonna leave you looking dumb.
So maybe you left yourself.
She gonna leave you high and dry with an empty stomach. And tell you thaw off the chicken, nigga, because I'm not.
All the chicken. I cannot. No, Pimmy. I just.
It's a no for you. Sorry.
Like, what you mean?
But you also do realize that people do go through dry spells. Like you said, your dad has a contracting business, and there's times up and times down.
That is a difference to me, though. Okay. But because you are you got your what you going, you got your hustle. But that's what I'm doing.
Sometimes it's droughts in there. So if you with this dude, and most of the time he is able to take y'all out to eat, and this one time he like, babe, I ain't got it. You really gonna tell me?
No. Okay, so that's not what I'm saying. Okay. That's I feel like there's a difference. Like, you not, like I said, 98.9% of the time, baby, you own it. Mm-hmm. We ain't got to worry. And then you, like you said, like my dad, he owns his own business. There might become a dry time in the wintertime when it's too freezing for him to actually go out, or people done slowed up on building things. Babe, that's a different story. But you telling me that you pay all of your bills and you only got $20 left to your name, we shouldn't be dating in the first place, because you need to be focusing on.
I don't agree with that. Personally, I don't.
They done paid all their bills and they only got $20 to their name. What are they going to do for you?
That's the difference. And
so just to emphasize, we are talking about like just dating, not like you are exclusively in a relationship with someone.
But even if you were, though, if this dude, after paying all his bills, only got $20 left, you asked, what can he do for me? If we're dating.
If you are exclusively in a relationship, and after this man has paid all of his bills, it's the top $20. Of the month. It's May 5th, okay? You only 5 days into the month. Granted, the man may get paid again, or he may not, because some people only get paid once a month. And he got a $100 budget for the rest of the month, or $200 budget for the rest of the month. Ain't no way you gonna be able to fit in no date with that.
Why not? Let me tell you something. If he only got $20 and is able to spend that on like us doing something, why I don't see anything wrong with
what is he spending the $20 on for y'all to do something?
We can go have a picnic.
That's gonna cost more than $20.
Not if I join in. Like, I'm not traditional. So like for me, it's like, if you don't have it, I have, especially if I'm like really into you. And even if we're like just dating and it doesn't have to be exclusive. Okay, so this is a question.
So when it comes to dating and the person is like courting you, mm-hmm. do you not feel like they should be courting you, like taking
I feel like courting is more than just paying for everything. I do.
Yes.
I do. I feel like it is. So if this person is very transparent and they say like, hey, I really want to do this, that, and the third, but at this time I don't have the money to do that. And if I like that person that much and I want to hang out with that person and money's not it's not a thing.
Okay. Do you think that someone should not be bringing up things that they want to do if they don't have the money to do it? Like, why would I mention to you, hey, I want to
hang out with you?
I want to go to a Falcons game, or I really
not like that, but like they're like, oh, I really want to hang out with you, and I know I haven't asked you out on a date yet, but these are the reasons why. I don't mind hanging out or paying for. It's really not a thing for me. So and it doesn't have to be super expensive.
I don't know.
And we just disagree on this. Some people may disagree with me, like, oh, but you really out here paying for dates, or you really out here willing to do this, that, and the third, especially when you're dating? And the answer is, I don't have an issue with that. Especially if I really like you and like vibe, and that's why I keep telling y'all, vibes is everything for me. And I don't mind.
Maybe because I done gone off of vibes.
You've done it already.
Baby girl done did it already. The vibe is important, yes, because I need you to feel like we are best friends. That's another thing for me. I need us to feel like we're best friends because that's what I would want you to be, is my best friend, my partner, or whatever.
That's it. Yeah.
But we can't live off of a vibe.
No, but we can.
So,
I feel like you can build off a vibe though. Like,
yeah, but how long I'll go back. How long you gonna be building? Because
not for eternity. I feel like
because this person can say, "Oh, I've been working this job, or I've been doing this for the past 3 years." You gonna stick beside him.
That's my man. And I'm gonna stick
for another
look.
for another 3
this is TikTok. That's my man. And I'm gonna stick beside him
for another 3 years.
It just depends. I can't give you a definite answer. I can just say for right now, in the beginning stages,
that goddamn TikTok.
That's my man. And I'm gonna stick beside him.
Some of y'all need to be letting the nigga go. Okay.
Listen, and I think it's to each his own when it comes down to stuff like that. Personally, I do. But finances is one of her things. You got to be financially stable, right?
Yes. Go ahead.
Another one for me, my aunt brought this part up, hygiene, but I am putting a slash in that and putting cleanliness. If you cannot keep up with your hygiene, and if your place is disgusting, it's a complete turn off for me.
We should not be living like we're in a frat house.
It is just a no for me. Like, if your apartment smells like outside, nigga, and we fully inside.
No, we fully inside.
It's a no. Like, that dating, you gotta be clean. You gotta be clean.
I completely agree. Appearance-wise, home-wise, hygiene-wise, health-wise. Okay. What do you mean you don't know what's going on with your body?
Oh my God, that's a big turn on. Any man that is reaching 30
and you tell me you can't
never ate no vegetables,
or don't know when the last time you went to an actual doctor? No.
It's just like,
you don't give a damn about yourself, so that clearly means
you can't care about me.
No.
Yeah, you can't care. Now, I can understand somebody's like, oh, I'm a holistic person. I do this, I do that, I do this by myself. I research, blah, blah, blah. I'm not really big on doctors. Fine. But if you don't eat a certain way, and I'm not saying you got to be vegan out here.
When you don't know when the last time you drank water.
My nigga, it's a no for me. And you said appearance. Yeah. Dressing is a big thing for me too. Like,
yes. If I can keep myself together, hair done, nails done, toes done, everything did. I buy new clothes so I can dress nicely, whether for work or for pleasure. Baby, you should be able to do the same.
And you know what? It don't even have, if you're into the whole name brand thing, that's you and your business. But
it don't have to be name brand, baby.
Have to be.
You can buy clothes, and
look good.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want you to look good. Like, I'm kind of over, like, chilling wise. Like, yeah, you can do the whole. I
don't want no man that's in a Gucci sweater, anyways. They got Gucci writing across it. I'm sorry. Like,
we too, girl. Like, some people really care about brands and their names and all the other stuff.
Okay, even if you are gonna wear something that's name brand, I don't know. I mean, because I like designer persons. I can't lie. So, like, fine. I guess it's, I just envision a certain way. Like back in the day when people used to wear them, like, them sweaters and them t-shirts. And, oh, God.
And maybe all thick.
Yes. Them thick like block letters with, like, the name of the brand going across it.
You say, what style? You say he had brand. That's all. No, I'm playing. You don't have to have the latest and the greatest on. You just gotta be put together. And another thing, like, sports paraphernalia, like, outside of you playing basketball or just in the house, like, if you show up somewhere in fucking basketball shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay, I have this thing. There's this girl. Man. She is a influencer, Instagram model, whatever you want to say, but she's dating a professional football player.
Okay.
They posted pictures like they went on vacation. Baby girl is in a full dress and heels. This man is standing beside her in a polo shirt and Nike shorts, not like athletic shorts, and like some Jordans. And I'm just like, baby girl, you had the audacity to get dressed up in heels and a dress.
She said, he ain't raining on my parade. I'm gonna look good. But it's weird, like, to see them. Oh my God.
Yes.
Talking about that.
Seeing them stand beside each other, I was like, this don't go together.
Yeah. Did you see? And apparently he's some sort of like Caribbean artist or something like that. I think that's what I heard. There's this man and this woman. Apparently they're getting married. And he is in a white button down with some jeans on. I think they shorts. And she's in a full-on wedding dress.
No, I ain't never. And the person that I'm marrying would know better not to do that.
They better.
They better.
I have to find it because when I tell you this was the most awkward thing I've ever seen.
You know what? I even hate when men wear sneakers to a wedding, like to their wedding, like you couldn't find no dress shoes. You couldn't find nothing. Oh, you skipped past that and said you was gonna put on some Air Forces. Well, you got on a tuxedo and some Jordans.
Yeah.
No,
I reggaeton artist. Look at
this. I cannot. This is the most ghetto shit ever.
He said,
"Of course, never mind. You see who he married to, okay? You see who he's married to.
Oh, let me see.
You know exactly who he's married to. I ain't gonna. Well." And she don't even look like he happy to be there. Look at his man's face. He look like he got certain sentenced to a prison.
Well, that's how some people view marriage, unfortunately. Yeah, it's sad.
This man has a white beater on under his white shirt. You can see the white beater through. And this girl has
if
on.
I don't give a fuck was a person, it would be him.
Then his jean shorts are ripped.
And they got like little things on it, like little logos or something on them.
I
don't want to be with nobody that bad.
I don't want to be with anybody that bad. I don't want to. The person
long white socks was killing me.
The person I'm marrying needs to know me as a person to be looking like Christina would never. First off, that goes back to appearance. You would want better for yourself. So there you go.
Oh my God, this shit is funny. Okay, so go ahead, go give me another one of yours.
Another one of mine is communication. Whether we are dating exclusively or just dating to be dating or whatever, maybe we should be able to have an open communication. Whether this is I done pissed you off and you need to explain to me like why you feel like this made you upset, so I'll know either A, not to do it anymore, or like I can respect like this made you upset, or B, I feel like baby you tripping, like it wasn't that serious. Or especially if we're just dating to like we're not dating exclusively but we're just dating, please tell me or tell like as much as you may not want to make it seem, like let other people know who you sleeping with, especially if you're not being protected, like
yeah, no.
Let the other people know what they need to be. You know, they need to be safe themselves. They need to be watching out for certain things. Well, please.
I think, of course, communication and / transparency was one of my things. But I like now that I'm out here and I'm like, you know, I was talking to people and stuff like that. I realized that at certain points, like, okay, for instance, if I'm talking to a dude and we're texting back and forth and it just kind of fizzles out, I feel like we both are kind of understanding that there's nothing left to really say.
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
I mean, I feel like you can get it sometimes, but I'm talking about like,
now if I've been talking to you every day and like we've been on multiple dates.
Yes.
Of course, yeah, I want some transparency, but for like a nigga that I went out with on one date and we probably text back and forth and naturally neither one of us text back, I'm not about to go back into that text message, that conversation, be
no.
So I think we should just be friends.
No.
Like I think us not saying nothing for 5 days is an indicator
clear
that
indicator.
we good on each other. Very on that true. Level. So at least that's how I'm taking it. But I agree. Transparency with somebody that you are pursuing, like sincerely pursuing.
Yes. When you are taking like this is something that you actively see going somewhere, or like you are putting in you should be putting in effort anywhere on its own. That's whether you're casually dating or just dating. Yes. Okay. But if we actively see this going somewhere, communicate. Please tell. Like explain, because that goes with you going into a relationship at that point. Yeah. If y'all don't learn y'all communication skills at the dating stage,
then baby,
when you get to that relationship part,
if you get there, because I don't know how you get there if you're not communicating. Okay, so one of mine, this might be shallow as fuck, but if you're not a good kisser, You have absolutely no chances with me. I could think you fine as they come, and if you cannot kiss, I'm deading you.
I ain't feel
I'm
like I ain't
friending you. Let me not say I'm deading you. I'm definitely gonna friend you.
I don't feel like I've ever had a bad kisser, so I can't say
Good for you.
Yes or no to things.
I've had a few bad kissers, and honestly, I just didn't think that anybody over the age of like, I don't know, 19 would have issues with kissing. But
no, because I was watching a TV show,
some real
literally. I don't know if people watch The Circle on Netflix. Like season 2 came out, and there was a guy on there, and he was a virgin, and I think the man was like 25.
Sorry for that, man. That's sad.
No, he actively wanted to be a virgin.
Okay, cool for him, man. More power to you, buddy. And I ain't shaming nobody. If that's really your thing, do you feel like that's outdated?
But to be a virgin?
Is he waiting for marriage?
I don't know. He didn't say. He just said he's just waiting.
I was gonna say something very rude. Okay, waiting for what? A zombie apocalypse? Like, I guess my thing is, I feel like people put a lot of. Don't get me wrong. Sex is a big deal. These are different energies merging together. Some even consider it a spiritual experience because you are legit going inside or being inside of somebody.
Okay. I consider it to be like you said, yes, it's a big thing. Do I think it would be like a once in a blue moon type of thing to find someone that's my age or currently like even older than me, because I like to date older, that still claims that they're a virgin. Half the people that are our age have kids. So
I mean, can you imagine dating a virgin? I don't even want to. I'm not even gonna lie.
Now this would be my thing is if I dated someone and then they say like for spiritual reasons, they see like they don't, they want to be celibate, or if we get into a serious relationship and then they're like, they want to be celibate until we were to get married or something like that. I feel like that's something.
Drive the car before y'all, because can you imagine? Like, okay, I said on previous episodes that I'm not trying to teach a man how to fuck. I'm just not. Now, I'll take that back. I'll teach you a few things, especially if it's the goal is for me to be pleased. But to teach you things from scratch? Oh, fuck no. Sorry.
I'm not trying to teach anybody anything, but in the same sense, if you were to come to me and tell me like this is how you feel, I can't knock you like what you want to do for yourself.
I could choose not to be with you.
That's only the only reason you choose not to be with them. Everything else is perfect.
You know what? Sex is big to me. I'm not even gonna front to you. Sex is really big to me. So if I know you could do it and you like, oh, I want to take a hiatus, I don't really want to have sex, I'm trying to get connected to whoever, then all right, fine. Like if I'm really rocking with you.
No, I'm rocking with you.
But if I ain't really rocking with you.
I'm rocking with you, Mark, because Mark rocking with
if I ain't really rocking with you like that, I gotta really like you to be like, okay, yeah, we gonna put sex on pause. That's a big thing for me. If you can't cut, like, bro, it's almost a no for me. It's almost a nah. Like I'm sorry. That might sound so shallow, but that's one thing I hate to hear is sex is not everything. Oh, baby, it play a part. Unless you doing it wrong, it play a part. And that's the way I view things. Okay. Y'all ain't gotta agree. Just respect it. Okay.
What's your next one?
So somebody that is able to keep a bond, whether it's with their family or friends. Like I know what it is to date somebody that, just is disconnected.
I completely agree.
So for me, it's important to see that person interact with the people that he claims to love.
I'm very much a family person. I have a huge family, and we are very much. It's just there. Like, baby, family is family. I get everybody does not grow up in the same sense of like or have that same ties with their family, but I completely agree. Whether you have actual blood family or you have friends that you consider to be family, something got to give. Like, you can't just be a lone wolf out here because I don't trust.
Like, if you really just a lone wolf out here and you don't have any connections, like you don't have a person, and you telling me you knocking 30 or older, I start questioning things like,
what's wrong?
What's wrong? And I start to question your expectations because I don't believe I could be everything to one person. So if you about to put all your eggs in one basket for me to be your everything, that's a lot of work, bro.
That is. That's a lot of pressure, A.
Yeah.
But I completely agree with that. Yes. I just feel like I said, there might be certain circumstances of why you don't mess with your family. But if you tell me I don't mess with my family like that, but these 4 men or these have friends have been my family since I can remember, or since I've decided to cut ties with my family because of their talk.
Yeah,
you still got a family
you have your
family in my
your people.
Yeah, I completely agree on that. I have one where it says come in the relationship with an equal amount of trust.
Okay.
So don't take no baggage from any previous relationships and bring it into something new. Also, I hate the bullshit where people be looking like, oh, you got to build and gain my trust. No, baby. I should have your trust 100% when we first start off. And then if I decide to do something or you feel like I fucked up later on, that's something else that we can talk about then. But for you to sit up here and be looking like, oh, you got to build my trust. You at a 50% and I done been giving you my all and being consistent. No, that ain't going to work for me.
Yeah, I'm learning that whole build trust and being open and vulnerable is not as common as we think it is. I think a lot of dudes really are on this build trust thing, like, oh, you gotta, in order for me to talk about certain things, like I want to get to know you more, or I feel like some people feel like they might be given too much info too soon, and so they pull back up until they feel quote unquote comfortable with trusting. But I'm with you. If we're talking and we're doing everything right, I think I should have your trust until I'm proven unworthy of having it. So I agree with that. This isn't one of mine, but I was talking to some of my family and friends, and one of my aunts said religion. She was really big on religion and them sharing the same religion. So she was like, she's tried to date outside of her religion and she would never do it again. So how do you feel about that?
Oh, I don't mind dating anyone outside of, like, if we don't share the same religion, especially if we actively have the same respect for each other's religion, perfectly fine with it. Like,
she was thinking like when they had kids and things that they would.
That's like if I was to marry someone outside of my culture, and or my race, and you decide you have your own, like your family has your own things, we would just equally do it each way for our kids.
Yeah, know I'm not religious, so for me, I guess I want you to be connected to something, but I ain't picky.
Okay, mine's is we should both be putting equally the same effort, even if it's just casual. If they wanted, to text or call or hang out or something like that, you would make that happen. I have had too many people in past where it's just like, I want to do something with you, or they put out the feels of like they're actively trying to pursue you, but then they don't follow up with effort behind that, and that ain't something I can't do. Like, especially we're grown adults. If you want to take me on a date, take me on a date.
You know what though? I came to realize that a lot of guys are very hesitant to ask you out on a date, like directly. Okay, for instance, like I was talking to this dude and, he keeps hinting like he's not doing anything. He's at the house. He wants to chill. Clearly he wants me to come over. And it's just like, well, why don't you just ask me to come over then? And he was like, I didn't want you to say no. And I'm thinking, well, how am I going to say no if you don't ever ask the question? You see what I'm saying? But I agree. Like, if we are not given the same amount of effort, what we doing?
Yeah.
And like, I think I said this earlier, where I don't want to repeat bad habits or traits or characteristics that I had in other relationships. So this time around, I'm not overextending myself.
Period. I completely agree.
Yeah, I'm just not doing it. So like, I caught myself almost about to do it. And I'm just like, nah, baby, reel that shit right back in. Like, you're not about to do that.
And I don't put that in the sense of like how people talk about, like, oh, I'm not going to overextend myself, so I'm not going to put in effort. I'm not going to overextend myself where I'm the only one putting in effort.
Yeah, I'm not going to put myself just in straight, like I'm exhausted to no like return, and this person is just chilling. Like I'm just not going to be, like I said, I don't want to have to be your everything. So I shouldn't have to be the only one making sacrifices. Like if I had a long day, I'm not trying to travel 2 days away to see you, bro.
No.
It's not happening. You have any more?
Sexual boundaries should be like, you have a certain, thing about like sex wise. I just feel like if you have boundaries with whether you want to actively partake in having sex, or you only want to do certain sexual things, or you want to do no sexual, if someone gives you their boundaries,
respect them. Yeah, and like I said, you can respectfully bounce. Like if you don't agree with somebody desires not to have sex, or to have sex, or to try certain things, then you have the right to leave.
Yes.
Like I'm not a no shit person because I don't want to date a virgin.
Yeah.
It's my preference. I just don't fucking want to do it.
No, I completely agree, but that's your boundary. Yeah. And anybody, and that's just not just the same for women, but also for men as well. You have a boundary. You don't feel like kissing on the first date, or
don't,
please set your boundary, and then just say it ain't nothing against you. These are just my personal boundaries that I feel like need to be set. And either they gonna respect them or they not. And if they don't, then get the fuck on.
Yeah, like for me, like I said, if I'm really rocking with you, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, cool. But if I'm not, I'll be like, all right, well, we can be friends.
I don't even know if I want you to be my friend. If you
like if you vibe with the person.
No, because if you can't have the audacity to respect my boundaries, you don't need to be a friend, because you ain't gonna respect nothing else.
No, my thing is, it's not that I don't respect it. It's not that I'm being disrespectful. I just don't want the same things. So and I think that goes back to just being transparent and having open communication. So let's say that me and you, we are talking, right? And you say, hey, I'm really not ready to have sex. And I say, oh, I respect that, but I'm actually ready to have sex. You don't want to have sex. That's fine. Okay, no,
I feel like that's yes. You're actively telling me that you are, but I'm saying someone that's like, you tell them your boundaries and then they just forepass that and keep going with however they feel.
No. That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay at all.
I have one. Mine is courting wise. Mm-hmm. If you plan the first date.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't want to don't hit me with this. So what do you want to do? You can't actively plan a first date.
I actually like that.
We don't need to go on a first date.
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
You can't take 45 minutes out your day to be looking like, hey, I set it up for us to go to this restaurant at this time. Yep. And if you feel comfortable afterwards, I have something else for us to do. You can't plan a date. Don't do it.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. And it's weird for me because typically I would be like, the one figuring out what we're going to do, But lately, yeah, it's been the dudes. Like, so did you want to go here? You know how many, I got to go on a hike. I'm interested in going on a hike. That's how I told this guy, so you got to know I like you. I am willingly going in the middle of nowhere. With you. No,
have your child.
I'm really willing to go work out amongst bugs with no air conditioning just to try something new. So yeah. Okay, so I don't have any more, but this is a real question that came up. So it's off topic, but on topic. So you know how you have talking or whatever, and then you start dating, and you said dating exclusively and then dating in general. Mm-hmm. So when you start dating somebody exclusively, it's understood that they were generally out there dating. How much time will you allot for them to cut things off with those people that they were dating?
The day you ask me to be exclusive is the day that you need to say goodbye to all the motherfuckers that's beside it, okay? Tell them you can do it in one mass text message. I have a girlfriend. Good day. I'm blocking every last one of y'all that's in this group message. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves.
I had somebody say that they would give the person and would want to receive at least a month's worth of time. Yeah. And this is coming from a female. She was like, I am giving dude a month, and I need him to give me a month to really.
No, because you're trying to figure out and work out any other type of feelings that you might have for that other person. We ain't doing that.
I never even thought about it. Like, if I'm dating you and then it's exclusive, so do I just cut it? I mean, I guess I do. Cut everybody off.
You say, Tom,
Harry. It's the end of the road, y'all. I'm just gonna send voice to man. End of the road. So
the next contestant, you did not make it to that final round. You are not the one that's going to be playing in this game. Sorry.
So, do you think it's ever too soon to say that we should be dating exclusively? Like, what's too soon? Does that exist? Because
I feel like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Like if someone knows that they want to be with you and you actively feel the same way, go for it. Because how else you gonna know?
That's exactly how I feel. I'm thinking like, I don't understand why people be like, it's too soon. I'd be like, what the fuck you waiting for? Like, really? What you waiting for?
Like, what's gonna change in between that time if you know
you want to be with that person?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes people
besides you clearing up old feelings for somebody else. That ain't what is that gonna change?
Yeah. Okay. That was all I want to ask.
Okay. I have a few more, but we'll do that on another day.
You sure?
How
many?
I can rattle them all off really quick. What do I have? Oh, don't ever make assumptions about the other party or what they're previously had going on. I guess
that's why we want open communication.
Open communication.
Transparency.
I also have be honest.
Of course. That's a given.
If something isn't working out, let a person know up front so they're not wasting their time, or you're not wasting your time.
That's not easy to do.
It's not.
It's not. Especially if you know the person likes you.
Be upfront if you have kids. Please.
Oh my God, y'all already know my story.
Let me know about your children. Let me finish my list. What was I saying? Oh, please be upfront about your children. If you have any, let me decide if I want to be a stepmama or not. I do have a limit on how many children, so please let me know.
You tell somebody that I only want to date dudes with 2 kids, and he got 5. He gonna lie to you and say, "Well, I only got 2." You set yourself up.
You got 5 kids. You need to go figure out your family.
Ooh.
Go figure it out. I had a man that he had twins and 2 others, and I said, "Sir,
see, like, but that's not fair. Like, if he got somebody pregnant one time and had twins,
that's your 2 children, right there.
You count. I mean, yes, it technically is 2, but it's like, damn, that was like 2.
You know you fertile.
Damn, I want twins.
I do want twins.
Do you?
Let me be one and done.
Oh, I'm trying to be. Listen, I don't want it to sound negative, but one and done is really what it's gonna be. But yeah.
Don't. Well, I said this with like sexual boundaries. Don't assume like there will be sex at any certain point in time, like throughout your relationship.
What you mean? What?
Like, don't assume like you deserve sex at any certain point throughout your relationship. But that goes with the sexual boundaries type of thing. Some people believe like sending follow-up text messages after a date, stuff like that. I completely agree. Like, communicate.
I think that is important. Like, yeah, I think that's important. Or just following up in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask you an open-ended question, answer the question.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
I fucking hate that.
And that's about it. So let us know what your top 5 guidelines are or rules for dating is. I had asked a few other people, and someone said like finances. So being secure within their money, or I guess how much money they actively make and stuff like that.
Okay. And
then, and being a loving provider. Well, that goes with being secure with your money. Mm-hmm. So,
y'all on the same page.
And then, someone said just being kind and respectful, like a gentleman, and has a good relationship with family. So,
I feel like that we said.
Yeah, we were all kind of like similar to ideas of like what we have in mind. All right, y'all. that is the end for us. We hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. You can follow me at Christina.Simone on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me on Twitter at imperfectteen and on Instagram imperfect_teen. I'm telling y'all the wrong info.
You can follow us both at the Damn Sis Podcast. Remember, if you want to send us an email, please don't forget about that truth or drink. Please send us some questions, y'all.
Right.
And that is it. All right,
bye, guys.
Bye.